Hello, Atlanta Falcons fans. We've got some exciting news today that you won't want to miss. So, buckle up because there's a lot to talk about. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay updated on everything about our Atlanta Falcons. And don't forget to leave a like. It really helps our community grow and brings this content to more passionate Falcons fans like you. Now let's get straight to today's news. Falcons. Focusing on edge rushers in the draft. The Atlanta Falcons are heading into the offseason with only 4 picks in the 2025 NFL Draft. That's not a lot, which means they have to be smart about filling their needs. According to Pro Football Focus analyst Josh Lisiewicz, the Falcons might use 2 of those picks to strengthen their pass rush. In his latest Falcons-specific mock draft, Lisiewicz has Tennessee's James Pierce going to Atlanta at pick number 15. Some reports suggested Pierce had a disappointing 2024 season, but that's far from the truth. He actually recorded 59 total pressures, 6 more than in 2023, despite only rushing the passer 8 more times. On top of that, he showed big improvements in run defense, boosting his grade by 17 points and not missing a single tackle. But that's not all. Lisiewicz also predicts the Falcons will take another edge rusher in the 4th round, at number 117 overall, David Walker from Central Arkansas. Walker has been a dominant pass rusher in the FCS for the last 3 seasons, piling up 38 sacks and 161 total pressures. Pierce has been a popular name in mock drafts for the Falcons. In fact, Pro Football Network has repeatedly projected him landing in Atlanta. In 2024, Pierce had 7.5 sacks and 13 tackles for loss in 13 games, slightly down from his 10 sacks and 15 tackles for loss in 2023. Meanwhile, Walker put up 10.5 sacks and 23 tackles for loss last season, bringing his college career total to 31 sacks and 63 tackles for loss. Using half of their draft picks on one position is a bold move, and there's a question mark. Is Walker the right fit for the Falcons? That's something the front office will have to figure out. What do you think? Should the Falcons go all in on pass rushers, or should they spread their picks across other needs? Let us know in the comments. One potential concern with David Walker is that he'll be a 25-year-old rookie when he enters the NFL. But then again, Michael Penix Jr.'s age wasn't enough to stop the Falcons from drafting him last year. What's clear is that edge rusher is the biggest need for Atlanta right now. The Falcons ranked 31st in the league in sacks last season, finishing with just 31 total sacks. Their pass rush hasn't been above average since their last playoff appearance in 2017. With Pierce and Walker, the Falcons would be adding one of the best edge rushers in the draft and a high-potential prospect. According to Bleacher Report's Matt Holder, Walker is an explosive player and could be a steal on day 3 of the draft. Could the Falcons go all defense in the draft? The Falcons currently have 4 draft picks in 2025. Round 1, number 15, Round 2, number 46, Round 4, number 117, Round 7, number 244, and it's very possible they spend all 4 picks on defense. According to D. Orlando Ledbetter of the AJC, the Falcons plan to only interview defensive players at the NFL Combine. That suggests they are completely focused on fixing their defense, especially the pass rush. A big free agent signing coming? Along with drafting an edge rusher, the Falcons could also look to free agency to add talent. A former top 5 draft pick has been mentioned as a perfect free agent signing for Atlanta. With everything pointing toward a defense-heavy offseason, the Falcons might not stop at just one edge rusher. They could draft 2 and still add a veteran in free agency. The message from the front office is clear. Fixing the pass rush is priority number 1 this offseason. What do you think? Should the Falcons use all their draft picks on defense, or do they need to focus on other areas too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Could Dante Fowler be the answer for Atlanta's pass rush? Signing a veteran pass rusher could be another move the Falcons make this offseason. According to Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport, Dante Fowler Jr. would be a great fit for Atlanta. The Falcons need to do something about their weak pass rush, Davenport wrote on February 24th. Last year's addition of Matthew Judon didn't work out. Adding another aging pass rusher might not seem ideal, but if they can find someone who is still productive and affordable, Fowler could be that guy. At 30 years old, Fowler proved he still has plenty left in the tank, playing for the Washington Commanders in 2023-24. He recorded 10.5 sacks, 14 tackles for loss, 12 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles, 1 interception. Can the Falcons afford Fowler? Fowler played on a one-year, $3.25 million contract in 2024, and Spotrac projects his market value this offseason at around $15.5 million over 3 years. The Falcons currently rank 5th in the NFL in least cap space available, but with a few offseason cuts, they could free up enough room to sign him. Why? The Falcons need a veteran edge rusher. Atlanta traded a third-round pick last August for Matthew Judon, hoping he'd boost their pass rush. But in 17 games, Judon managed just 5.5 sacks and 7 tackles for loss, far below expectations. Fowler, on the other hand, could be a short-term solution while the team develops young pass rushers. Many NFL mock drafts have the Falcons selecting an edge rusher at number 15 overall, with names like James Pierce or Mike Green frequently linked to Atlanta. The team is also hoping for improvement from their 2024 draft picks, including Rook Orhorhoro, Braden Fisk, Brandon Dorlus. Will the Falcons finally draft an edge rusher? Early, Atlanta hasn't picked an edge rusher in the first round since 2017. Could that change this year? The team is only interviewing defensive players at the NFL Combine, making it very likely they will draft an edge rusher at some point. If they sign Fowler in free agency, he could serve as a veteran mentor, allowing their rookie pass rusher to develop before stepping into a full-time role. What do you think? Should the Falcons sign Fowler and draft a pass rusher, or focus on younger talent instead? Let us know in the comments.